All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 51, 54, drop, 55, 16, check 24.
On 1st and 10, Solomon. He completes it to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Ito Smith, his first carry. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Solomon. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints' first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Costello. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another throw on 2nd. Down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Go!
Off the play fake. Costello. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Zoo. Yep. Mike 54. Here we go.
Back to throw. Costello escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch 54. Yes. Hey, watch that. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on first down. Costello. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
2nd and long. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Costello. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Ito Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's got Smith here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line. Or
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
These two teams all tied after one.
87 is mine. Don't worry about it. Set, 8, read. Like 5-4. Get the ball. What twist? Let's go.
On second down, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Costello able to find Shaheen here. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
54, right there, right there. 54. Bravo. Okay, guys. Mike, 54. Mike,
looking to throw on second down. Costello, open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been third down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Costello, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
I know he ain't got it. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
On 3rd down, Costello. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Touchdown, Falcons! From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on first down. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Saints.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Kamara. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on second down, Costello going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Chopper! Shoot!
A final shot before break. Costello dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Costello. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here we go. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. On first down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Costello. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Costello. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't going nowhere. Switch.
22 jet bomber.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the gun, Costello, flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw again, Costello. That's caught. It's Thomas. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the Sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey! Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You don't know no better.
Check. Crouch. Recon. 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Go, go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And let's get this. Check 9, let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Looking to throw. Costello. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 or.
Tackle.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
Check 45.
Let's go, Be Griffin.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got room. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Costello. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Go. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. His throw caught at about the 5. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. From the gun, Costello. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, Zoo.
Check line 54.
Let's get out.
Off play action. Costello. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. 18 Gators.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Coaching spell.
Out.
Now.
Looking to throw. Costello. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, Foxtrot. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Costello, and they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll toss it to Smith. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
59, ready. 280. Hey, 59, ready.
Here we go, D. Get up.
On second down, it's Smith. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Thomas, the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Smith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He finds an opening past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the set. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey. Get it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 30 base. Go.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4.